All right, y'all, we're going to take a look here, diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And that is when the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And what that means is fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. So it's good. We actually want as many women as possible to be clicking on our Boudoir Facebook ad because that is the only time that women will actually buy, because that's when we got our ad into their brain. So it's basically the number of women that are not scrolling on by our ad. So we got to get this up above 6%, ideally as high as possible. If it's under 6%, we've got something terribly wrong. So a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal, although it's the most common kind of thing that I'm seeing. This is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause, and the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. Got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And that's fine because we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. So if we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or it's off, whatever, leave it alone. We take the duplicated one, that's the one we treat with Boudoir Pico, and it takes about a week. And we then keep whichever one running is the one that has the best metrics. Now, once you're with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we got rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads, getting our Boudoir Facebook ads into more women out of 100 compared to before. Basically, our unique CTRL is finally above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So now we got our universe. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine. Treat that Boudoir Facebook ad with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. And we're now dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, some of my residency, first part of my residency, went out and saw basically found Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild, and found the first one, unique CTRL 4.3%, so that's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. It's fine, duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. And the duplicated one, the one that was treated, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out, oh man, the new one compared to the old one was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 is being wasted. So we can, every month is being wasted. So we can eliminate that, and we can pocket that. It's literally like 40 grand in phantom, profit. Run the new Boudoir Pico treated ad at a, instead of 10 grand a month with the old one, run it at $6,300 a month with the new Boudoir Pico treated one, and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So kind of like a 40K phantom profit there. Next, we got, next part of my residency, had a, first testing it, again, another one I went out there and found that the unique CTR was 1.39%. So under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. So duplicated, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out, that one's way bigger from, our ads getting into like 1.5 out of 100 women's brains with the original, up to now 9 out of 100 women's brains. So we found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month, $8,400 a month is being wasted. So now we can eliminate that, pocket that as a profit, literally like 100 grand, and actually get more, get more of actually what we want. And simply run our new Boudoir Pico trade ad at, $1,600 a month, get it into our ad into the same number of women's brains compared to the original ad running it at 10 grand a month. So big savings there. Finally had a patient. His original Boudoir Facebook ad, unique CTR of 5.03%, so that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got his unique CTR all up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting the original ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So again, if he was spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, $6,700 a month is literally being wasted. We can eliminate that waste, pocket that, $6,700 a month, that's sort of like 80 grand in the next year. Literally pocket that and keep that as literally our profit and run the new Boudoir Pico traded ad literally at $3,300 a month and get into the same number of women's brains as the original. So looking over all these numbers, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So, look at the numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. The average there is, probably between 50 to 60%. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, it's approximately 5K every single month being wasted. We'd eliminate that, put it back in the business owner's pockets. So now we're coming here. Going to see if this one has BLCS or if we believe it does. So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that believe we should follow what Facebook tells us to fill out. The consequence of this, though, is it causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our ad and not actually click, so our ad never gets into their brain. But Facebook likes that because it can serve more ads per unit time. But for us, we're wasting more money per unit time. We're getting less money per unit time. So that's why that's a mistake. Creative. All right, the creative looks like an ad, so it looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ad should look like ads because that's how newspaper ads have looked, magazine ads have looked, TV commercials have looked, and any other ad on Facebook, or basically any other one, or any other Boudoir Facebook ad on Facebook. They all look like ads. But again, BLCS is the most common thing I'm seeing. It's because everyone's making these same mistakes. So consequence of this, way more women are going to be scrolling on by, and our ads are not entering their brain because people don't want to be sold to. Finally, got the See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Tattooed beauties in the Vancouver area. Do you have tattoos that tell your story? All right, that is nice and specific. But we're literally wasting more than about half our space here because it's blank. So we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that, we believe putting spaces, not being hyper specific. We are a little specific here, but not being hyper specific into who we're speaking to is the number one way to bring in clients. And that is 100% incorrect for Facebook social media advertising. And the consequence of this, way more women that could be the perfect fit for our ad are scrolling right on by. Our ad is never entering their brain. Those women could have bought from us though. So looking at this, do we believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So I believe its unique CTR is under 6%. So about, approximately half its money is being wasted every single month. So if you're a Boudoir Facebook advertiser spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decide, all right, I've optimized every other part of my business. I gotta pull some more profit out of this because there's inflation, prices going up everywhere, more boudoir photographers entering the market. I need to find some way to optimize the business, get more profit out of the business, stop wasting all my money. And you want to, I would say, save or eliminate, approximately 5 grand a month in boudoir Facebook ad costs. Literally just save that, approximately 60K in the next year, and still get all of the our ad into the same number of women's brains because we'd be running the boudoir pico treated ad. So if you want all that and get you on your way to becoming number one boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Well, my DM's open, so when I'm actually doing intake for new patients, because right now my DMs are closed, but I will be doing intake for new patients